Hello, welcome to Yoga IRL. My name is Claire, and today I'm going to be taking you through a twisty Vinyasa flow. I was doing twists the other day and it felt so good, and I thought, maybe you guys might like to join me. So I designed this flow specifically to get nice and twisty and flowy, but also getting into the hips and legs and the full body. So this is a full body class, but just with a emphasis on twists, and I'm very excited about it. For this class, you don't need any props. Although if you have blocks at home and you know that you like to use them for certain poses, you're welcome to have them nearby, but they're not required for this class. And when you're ready, we'll begin. So come find yourself in a comfortable seated position. You can be cross-legged or you can have your shins tucked under you. And I encourage you to close your eyes or soften your gaze to the floor. Let your shoulders relax and your hands rest somewhere on your thighs. Maybe your knees. And start to become aware of your breath. Just taking this moment to become present on the mat. Put everything you have to do later or that you were doing before, just set it to the side of your mat. You don't need it right now. It'll be there when you get back, I promise. Notice how your inhale feels entering your chest. Notice how the exhale feels. As always, I encourage you to set an intention for this class. For example, maybe your intention for this class is to show yourself a little bit of love, or to do something nice for your body today, or anything else. Let's seal this intention together. Bring your hands to your heart. Take a deep inhale through your nose. And sigh it out your mouth. Awesome. You can release your hands, open your eyes, and we'll begin. Inhale, lift your arms up overhead. Inhale, big stretch out long. Exhale, twist to the left, bringing your right hand to your left knee. But you don't have to touch or rely on your knee at all. Just let your hands hover above the floor, above your knee. And just breathe into this twist for a moment. Warming up into the core. Inhale, lift your arms up. And twist the other way. Left hand to right knee, right hand behind you. Again, not touching the floor, not touching your knee, just using your abs to twist yourself to the right. Breathe into your belly. Nice. Inhale up. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale up. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale up. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale your arms back up. Reach up. Now drop your right hand to the floor and reach your left arm up and over for a side body stretch. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale to the other side. Left hand down, right arm up and over. Good. Inhale back up. And hands back down. Come on to hands and knees. Have your knees underneath your hips, and your hands can either be directly under your shoulders, or if that angle is a little too much for your wrists, you can have your arms out in front of you a little bit more. Either way, totally fine. Find a comfortable tabletop here. Spine is at neutral. Now inhale, drop your belly, look up for cow. Exhale, push into your hands, into your knees, and round your back, coming into cat pose. Drop your head. Inhale, reach your chest forward, look up, cow. Exhale, round it out into cat. Widen your shoulder blades away from each other, drop your head. Inhale, cow, look up. Exhale, round. Good, come back to neutral. Ground it strongly through your right hand and inhale your left arm up, reach towards the sky. And on your exhale, thread your left hand between your right arm and your right leg and hover yourself above the floor. Bend into your right elbow. Inhale, lift your arm up. Exhale, thread your left arm through again. Inhale, come up. Exhale, thread your arm through. And this time you can come down onto your arm, shoulder, side of your head. And if you'd like, you could walk your right arm out in front of you. Try to have your hips over your knees if possible. And try to keep your hips even so you're not pushing into one knee more than the other. Feel this twist from the middle and upper back. One more breath here, inhale. And exhale. Bring your right hand back underneath your shoulder. And inhale, lift your left arm up to the sky, reach. And place your left hand back down onto the mat. Inhale your right arm up. Exhale, thread your right arm in between your left hand and left leg and hover in this twist. Inhale, stretch your arm up. And exhale, twist, hover above the floor. One more, inhale up. And exhale, thread your arm through, and you can come down onto your right shoulder, right arm, and you can lift your arm or left arm up overhead. Again, just feeling this twist, feeling into your shoulders. Release your jaw. One more breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Bring your left hand underneath your left shoulder and inhale your right arm up. Reach to the sky and exhale, hand back down to the earth. Great. Get heavy in your right hand again and in your left knee and step your right foot behind you. Good. Engage your lower belly here and lift your right leg up. So you want to make sure that you're not dumping into your lower spine or arching your back, but keep your core nice and engaged and your hips both pointing towards the floor. So you're not opening out to the side, just straight down to the floor, shoulders straight down, hips straight down, foot flexed. If you'd like, you're welcome to take your left arm out in front of you and just hover here for a moment. A little spinal balance here. Inhale, get long between your arm and your foot. And exhale, bring your knee in, your elbow in, and see if you can get them to touch. Rounding kind of into like a little cat pose. Inhale, stretch your arm out, your leg out. Exhale, round, bringing your knee and elbow to touch. Inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, round it in. Inhale, stretch it out. And release your hand, release your knee. I'll take that on the other side. Round down through your left hand and your right knee and step your left foot back behind you. Make sure that you're engaging your lower belly here to protect your lower back. And inhale, lift your right leg up off the floor so it's parallel, or your left leg up to the floor so it's parallel to the ground. You can stay here or you can walk your right fingertips out in front of you. And make sure that your hips are square to the ground and your shoulders are square to the ground. Inhale, stretch long between your fingers and your toes. Exhale, bend your elbow, bend your knee, curl it in, arch your back. Inhale, stretch out long, flat back. Exhale, curl it in, knee to elbow. Inhale, stretch it out long. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, stretch it out long. One more time. Balance here. And release, hand to the floor, knee to the floor. Walk your hands out in front of you, just a couple inches. Tuck your toes and come on back into downward facing dog. Breathe in this pose. You can walk your feet a little bit, bending one knee to the other. Just being really gentle with yourself here, just starting to warm up, so no need to do anything too crazy. Let your head dangle, and make sure that you're pushing into your fingertips and your knuckles, and not just dumping all your weight into your wrists. Good. Find some stillness in this pose. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees, and walk to the top of your mat, coming into a forward fold. Let your head be heavy, bend your knees. Inhale, straighten your legs, halfway lift, hands to shins. Exhale, fold forward. Again, bending your knees, being gentle with yourself here. Inhale, circle your arms all the way up, reach up. And hands to your heart, prayer pose, mountain. Inhale, circle your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Let your head be heavy. Inhale, hands to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Plant your hands on the floor in front of you. Step back to high plank. Inhale here. Exhale, lower all the way down onto your belly. Untuck your toes. Inhale into cobra. Gentle back bend here. And exhale, push yourself into downward facing dog. Good, 1 or 2 breaths here. Relax your head. Push into all of your hands. Bend your knees, look forward, and on your next exhale, step or walk to the top of your mat, coming into a forward fold. Let your head be heavy. Inhale, halfway lift, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle your arms up, reach up, and hands to your heart. Inhale, circle your arms up, look up. Exhale, fold forward, coming down. Inhale, halfway lift, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Plant your hands and step or hop back into high plank or chaturanga. Inhale in this pose. Exhale, lower down onto your belly. Inhale, come up into cobra. Exhale, push back into downward facing dog. Great. Inhale, reach your right leg up. And then exhale, bring your knee into your chest and step your foot forward and lower onto your back knee for low lunge on Vinyasa. Take a moment to just get comfortable here, as comfortable as you can. Make sure that you're not dumping your weight into your hips, but keep a little bit of tension between your legs. Inhale, broaden your chest, look forward. And exhale, straighten your front leg coming into half splits. Parivrtta. Inhale, bend your front knee, coming into low lunge. Exhale, straighten your front leg, half splits. Fold over as much as feels good for you. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, push back into half splits. And just take a moment here, warming up into the hamstring, into the calf. Inhale back into low lunge. Look forward. Take your left hand to the ground and take your right hand to your knee for a twist. Look over your right shoulder. Again, make sure you're not dumping into your hips, but keeping your legs a little bit engaged so that your hips are nice and buoyant. One more breath in this twist. And release. Look down to the mat. Place your right hand on the mat next to your left. Tuck your back toes and step back into downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up towards the sky. And exhale, bring your knee into your chest and step it forward, lower down onto your back knee. Into this Vinyasa low lunge. Look forward. Try to broaden your chest so you're not rounding. Inhale here. And exhale, straighten into your front leg, fold forward into half splits. Inhale forward into low lunge. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half splits. Fold forward any amount that feels good to you. And we'll just take a moment here, stretching into the hamstring and the calf. Good, one more breath in this pose. Inhale, come into low lunge again. Look forward. Place your right hand on the ground underneath your shoulder and take your left hand to your left knee and twist over to the left. Again, keep your legs engaged, your hips square to the floor. One more inhale here. And exhale. Look towards the mat. Plant your left hand down, tuck your back toes, and step back into downward facing dog. You can stay here in downward facing dog or take a flow with me. Inhale into plank. Exhale, lower down to chaturanga or all the way down onto your belly. Inhale into cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale into downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up to the sky. Exhale, bend your knee and bring your right knee towards your left elbow, coming into like a twisted plank. Inhale, lift your leg up again, straight leg. Exhale, bend your knee, twist your knee to your elbow. Inhale, lift your leg. Exhale, right knee to left elbow twist. Bring your knee back to center and step it forward for a runner's lunge. Take a moment to get comfortable here. You might rock a little front to back, feeling into your left hip flexor. Plant your left hand on the floor underneath your shoulder and take your right hand to your right knee for a twist and look up towards the ceiling if that feels comfortable for your neck. One more breath here. Exhale, look down towards the mat. Bend your back knee and come on up into crescent lunge. Arms reach up overhead. Your back heel will be lifted off the floor and you want your right knee over your right ankle. Hips are square to the front of the mat. Inhale, stretch your arms up long. Exhale, start to twist to the right over your front leg. Left arm forward, right arm back. Keeping your hips square to the front of the room. This is a strong core pose. So you'll probably be feeling this in your abs. One more breath here. Exhale, release, lift your arm up overhead, reach up, and exhale, plant your hands and step back to downward facing dog. Take a deep breath here, inhale through your nose. Exhale, side out. Inhale, lift your left leg up. And exhale, twist your knee across your body, bringing your left knee to your right elbow. Inhale, lift your leg up. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, lift your leg. Exhale, elbow to knee, knee to elbow. Bring your knee back to center and step your left foot forward in between your hands, coming to runner lunge. Take a moment here, feeling into your right hip flexor. Breathe into the intensity of this pose. Plant your right hand underneath your right shoulder and take your left hand to your left knee for a twist. One more inhale here. Exhale, release your hand back down to the mat. Bend your back knee. You might walk your back leg in a little bit. And inhale up into crescent lunge. Front knee over front ankle. Your back heel is off the floor. Hips pointing towards the front of the mat. Reach your arms up. Inhale. And on your exhale, twist to the left, reaching your right arm forward, left arm back, twisting from the upper back. Make sure your legs are still engaged here. Bend into your front knee. You might look over your left shoulder. One more inhale here. And exhale, release. Circle your left arm up or reach up. Then exhale, plant your hands on the mat and step back to downward facing dog. You can stay here or take a flow with me. Inhale into plank. Exhale, lower down, either onto your belly or chaturanga. Inhale, back bend of your choice. And exhale, downward facing dog. Good, deep inhale here. And side out, let your head be heavy. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, twist right knee to left elbow. Inhale, lift your leg up. And now step it forward in between your hands. Take a moment here. Plant your left hand on the floor. Right hand to right knee. And this time you can take your right arm up, reaching up. I'm going to challenge your balance a little bit, so see if you can adjust your stance as needed. Bend into your back knee and see if you can lift up into that twisted crescent lunge that we were just doing. Engage your lower back belly. One more inhale here. And exhale, release. Inhale, circle your arms up, reach up. Now twist your whole self towards the left side of your mat, coming into warrior two. Right knee bent over your right knee over your right ankle. Left leg long and blade edge of your foot parallel with the short edge of your mat. Arms out. Breathe here. You'll probably be feeling this in your front quad. Just enjoy the burn. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Drop your left hand to your left leg and reach your right arm back. Inhale, reach forward and drop your right hand to your shin, your ankle, the floor, a block, coming into triangle pose. Left arm reaches up. Really try to get long in your spine from your head all the way to your tailbone. Think about making your torso as long as possible. Breathe here. One more inhale. And exhale, circle your left arm down, plant your hands and step back into downward facing dog. Couple of breaths here. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, twist your left knee to your right elbow. Inhale, lift your left leg up and step it forward into your runner's lunge. Stretch out long. Plant your right hand under your right shoulder and take your left hand to your left knee, twisting towards the left. Again, make sure that you are engaged in your inner thighs. You're welcome to take the left arm up towards the sky. Breathe into this twist. And if you didn't get it the first time, let's try it a second time. Bend your back knee coming up into that twisted crescent lunge. Come on up. Torso or shoulders over hips. Left arm back, right arm forward. You can look over your left shoulder. Legs really strong here. Breathe into your chest and into your belly. One more inhale. Exhale, drop your left hand. Inhale, circle your left arm up, reach up, crescent lunge, and open out to the right, coming into warrior two. Left knee over left ankle. Right leg straight and parallel to the back edge of your mat. Arms out long. Breathe into the intensity. Straighten your front leg. Drop your right hand to your right thigh and inhale, stretch your left arm up and over. Inhale, come forward, reach forward. Exhale, drop your left hand to the floor, your shin, a block, whatever is down there. Right arm up for triangle pose, trikonasana. You can look up towards your right hand if that feels okay for your neck. Breathe here. Again, try to get really long in your spine from your tailbone all the way up to your head. See if you can make a little bit more room. One more inhale. Exhale, circle your right arm down to the mat. Plant both hands on the mat and step back into downward facing dog. You can stay here, or you can flow with me. Inhale into plank. Exhale, lower down, halfway or all the way down. Inhale into your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep inhale here. And side out. Great. Bend your knees, look forward. And step, walk, hop, jump, whatever you need to do. Get to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins. Exhale, fold forward. Relax your spine, relax your head. Inhale, circle your arms all the way up, reach up, and hands to your heart. Hand to your side. Just take a moment here, feel your feet underneath you. Engage your thighs so your kneecaps are lifting. Pelvis is at neutral, tailbone is slightly tucked, pointing towards the floor. Belly slightly engaged, chest relaxed, shoulders relaxed and neutral. Good. Bring your hands back to your heart. And for this, you can have your feet hip width distance apart, or your big toes touching, heels slightly apart. Either way is totally fine. Inhale here. Exhale, bend your knees, sit back into chair pose, and twist, bringing your left elbow to your right knee. Coming to twisted chair, lower your hips. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, twist to the left, bringing your right elbow to your left knee. Look over to the left. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, left elbow to right knee. Inhale, lift up. And hands to your heart as you step your left foot back, coming into warrior one. Back foot is at about a 45-degree angle. Knee is straight. Hips are kind of edging towards square to the mat, but they might never get there. Totally fine. Feet are about hip width distance apart. Lift your arms up. Right knee over right ankle. Inhale here. Straighten your front leg. Bring your hands to your hips and start to hinge forward, coming into pyramid pose. You're welcome to stay in this halfway lifted position, or you can bring your hands down to the floor or some blocks if you have any. Your hips are still pointing towards the front of the mat, square to the front of the mat. And keep a little micro bend in your front knee so you're not dumping all your weight into the front knee, but you're using a little bit of leg strength to keep your leg bent and active. One more breath in this deep hamstring stretch. And exhale. Fold a little deeper. Bend into your front knee. Circle your arms up. And step back into mountain pose. Good. Inhale here. Exhale, sink down into chair pose, twisting over to the left. Right elbow over left knee. Look to the left. Sink your hips. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, twist to the right. Left elbow to right knee. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, twist to the left. Right elbow to left knee. Stand back up and step your right foot back into warrior one, left foot forward. Back foot is about 45-degree angle out. Hips are kind of towards forward. Front knee over front ankle. Lift your arms up. Inhale, get really long from your feet up to your fingertips. And bring your hands to your hips, straighten your front leg, and start to hinge forward into pyramid pose. You're welcome to stay in this halfway lift, or you could bring your hands down to the floor or blocks. Again, keep your front leg engaged so you're not dumping into your knee. And breathe here. One more inhale. Exhale, release a little deeper into the pose. Bend into your front knee. Inhale yourself all the way back up to warrior one. And step back up into mountain pose. Step your left foot back one more time, coming into warrior one on the right again. Bent front, deep bend in your front leg. Lift your arms up. Inhale. This time, twist to the right, bringing your left hand forward, right arm back. Keeping that deep bend in your front leg. Now inhale, straighten your front leg and start to reach your left arm forward. And either bring your left hand to the floor next to your right foot. You can have your right hand on your hip for this. So you can have your left hand on the floor, on the inside of your foot, on your shin or ankle, or you could bring your left hand to the outside of your right foot for a revolved triangle. And if you'd like, you're welcome to lift your right arm up towards the sky. Make sure you're not dumping into your front knee at all. Keep a little bend in there. Inhale and exhale. Untwist, release your hands down, bend your front knee, and come back up into warrior one. Stretch long, reach for the sky, hands to your heart, and step back up into mountain pose. Take a moment to feel into your feet, your legs, your back. You might feel a little lopsided after that. Let's even that out. Step your right foot back, coming into warrior one on the left side. Deep bend in the front leg, back foot about 45-degree angle. Shoulders towards the front of the mat. Inhale, lift your arms up. Reach up. Now start to twist to the left. Right arm forward, left arm back. Deep bend in the front leg. Now straighten your front leg and start to reach forward. You can bring your left hand to your hip while you get settled. You can bring your right hand to the floor on the inside of your foot, or you can bring your right hand to your shin or ankle, or you could bring your right hand to the outside of your left foot. Anywhere that feels comfortable for you. Again, keep your front knee bent just a little bit. And you're welcome to reach your left arm up. Deep twist here. Gauge your lower belly. Breathe into this intense twist. One more breath here. Relax your jaw. Exhale, release, bend into your front knee. Come on back up into warrior one. Stretch up, lift. Hands to your heart and step up to mountain pose. Make your way down onto into a seated position. And we're coming into staff pose. So stretch your legs out in front of you. Feet flexed up towards the sky. Gauge your legs. You don't need your heels to be hovering. That means you're overextending your knees. So just have your legs engaged enough to feel it. And make sure that your back is flat here. So if you're rounding, sit up on something like a block or a folded pillow, or a folded blanket or a pillow. Something to just give yourselves a little bit of lift here. And when you're settled, you're welcome to start folding forward from your hips. Maybe reaching your hands towards your toes, but not at all required. Let yourself round forward here. Really good. Start to walk yourself back up to seated. Now take your right knee or right foot to the inside of your left knee, coming into Shavasana. And for this variation, you're going to take your right hand and cross it across your left leg. So you can either have your hand to the like your knee, or your shin, or the outside of your foot, wherever you can reach comfortably. And fold forward. Now take your right hand behind you, circle your left arm up and over, coming into baby wild thing. Push your hips up towards the sky. Inhale here. Exhale. Release your hips back down and fold forward, crossing your right hand across your left leg in any way that feels good for you. Left hand can be out to the side for support. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your left arm up, push into your right knee, left heel. Baby wild thing, stretch. And release. Cross your right hand across your left leg for that twist again. And one more baby wild thing on this side. Push into your knee, into your heel. Reach your left arm up and over. And release back down. And switch sides. Bring your right leg out to the side, left foot in. And start to twist over your over your right leg. And you can have your left hand to your knee or your shin, maybe the floor next to your shin, or all the way down to the outside of your right foot. Inhale, plant your left hand behind your left hip and push up into baby wild thing. Right arm reaches up and over, hips up. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Bring your left hand to the outside of your right foot somewhere. Right leg, fold forward. Plant your left hand back behind you. Push up into baby wild thing. Chest towards the sky. Deep inhale. And exhale, fold it forward, twisting over your right leg. And last baby wild thing, plant your left hand, inhale, circle your right arm up, and sit your hips back down. Great. Lower onto your back, knees in. Just take a moment. You can rock yourself a little side to side. Hands to your knees. Good. And we're going to take a reclined twist from here, and there's two options for you. You can have your knees stacked one on top of the other and just drop both legs over towards the left. So just a nice reclined twist here. Or if you'd like a slightly deeper twist, you can cross your right knee over your left knee into kind of like an eagle leg variation, and then drop your knees over to the left. Either way is totally fine, and whichever variation you're doing, try to keep your right shoulder grounded, even if that means your knees come up a little bit higher. And just relax and breathe into this deep twist, starting to slow down. One more breath in this twist. Inhale into your belly. Exhale, release. Bring your knees back up to center. Uncross your legs if they've been crossed. And shift your hips back to center if they had moved. You could drop your knees side to side. Little windshield wiper here. And we'll set up for the second side. So you can bring your knees into your chest, and you can either have your knees stacked one on top of the other and drop them over to the right, or you can cross your left knee over your right knee for kind of a eagle leg variation, and then drop the whole packet over to the right, keeping your left shoulder grounded regardless of which legs that you choose. And you can look over your left shoulder if that feels okay for your neck. And just relax here, breathing into your belly. Relax anything in your body that doesn't need to be working right now, like your jaw, your neck, your shoulders. One more breath in this twist. Inhale. And release. Bring your knees back up to center. Uncross your legs if they've been crossed. And let your knees drop over to the left. Knees drop over to the right. And you could bring your knees into your chest one more time. Giving yourself a last little hug. And release into Shavasana. Legs out long. Or you can have your knees bent. Knees in, touching each other, heels wide. Arms out to the sides, palms facing up. Relax here. Roll onto your side. Use your arm as a pillow. And just take a moment to curl up here in a little fetal position. And thank yourself for showing up today. You did really good work. Keeping your eyes closed or your gaze very, very unfocused. Start to push yourself up to seated. You find yourself in any comfortable seat. Hands resting on your legs, shoulders relaxed, jaw relaxed. Let's seal this practice together. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, side out the mouth. Thank you so much. Thanks again for practicing with me today. I hope you loved this twisty vinyasa flow. I certainly had a good time. If you liked it, please give this video a thumbs up and comment to let me know what you liked or what you'd like to see more of on this channel. Don't forget to subscribe for more awesome yoga videos, and I can't wait to practice with you again soon. Thank you so much.